Hello, my friends. Hello, my friends. So it is that time of the season again when creation is going through me, when there's a product that's being gestated, ingested, processed, integrated, and now it is coming out. It is birthing. It is here to be seen. I am communicating it to you. I'm putting it in front of you. And when I say I am being the instrument that this is coming through. This is all God's words through me. No religious connotations. These are everything that I talk about is from the frequency point of view, from my own experiences in truth, walking in truth. These are Christic teachings that have been coming to me. And the more depth that I allow, the more that my faith grows, the proportion of my faith that grows, the more I see Christ and his teachings to be true in my life. And most wonderful experiences are happening in front of my eyes with my participation, to me, through me, as me, and through others. That was a mouthful, I realize. So, what it is that I am here to share with you, what it is that that is being communicated through me, that is being broadcasted. Here it is. Those of you who are interested, truth seekers, spiritual seekers, those of you who know, who feel that there is something in your heart that you just can't quite get to, that there's got to be more to this life, that you want to live your life like how you've been imagining and putting it into the future, that you know that there is this best life available to you because others are talking about it now. It's coming true for many. So why not for you? What is it that's in front of it? What is it that it doesn't matter how much internal work you have done, there is still all this, it's just not happening. I feel stuck. I feel, I don't know. I'm just not sure. So those are what we're going to be walking through in Coherence 33, this next 30-day container that has descended. It is kind of like a spaceship at the station waiting to be filled up with those of you who feel or hear the resonance that this is for you. So this is what this spaceship, this container of resonance is holding at this point, and it is going to grow, expand, continue, and go into spaces where we haven't yet gone before. It is in the light of truth. That is a big statement, or maybe it's a statement to some of you that's like, yeah, so I walk in the line of truth. You know, I used to believe, I used to think that just saying your truth is you are walking in your truth. And there are different depths in walking and speaking from your truth. It is proportional to how clear you see. I'm sure you've heard people who are standing in their truth, that something that they believe, that they have an opinion on, is the truth and nothing but the truth. And yet you see it that it might be their truth, but it's definitely not aligning with the one principle, with the first principle, with a truth that cannot be denied. Or debunked. What does that truth look like, feel like? What does it sound like? So, my friends, this container, it is a perception refinement container. My frequency perception abilities allow me to hear into the depths that perhaps not typical. They also allow me to see, and also clear cognizance. It comes in a knowing. And I am entrusted with sharing this information. I have now accepted and taken my place in the multidimensional spaces of being the broadcaster, the information transmitter of the light of truth. There's many of us here, not just me. And it all comes through us through our unique way. You can listen to 10 different people, and the same truth will come through them in their unique way, using slightly different words. But you will know, you will feel it in your body, in your heart, that it is the truth that you're hearing. That is the kind of truth that I am talking about. It is that which stands. It is that which holds the authority in any situation, for it is recognized as coming through that openness, that clarity, that spaciousness. Truth does not push or control. Truth holds the space and allows, embraces, and allows for any distortion to be pushed to the surface, to be seen and dissolved. We are releasing our shadows, distortions, densities differently now. In the past, we were just slightly above the levels that we wanted to release. A lot of us wanted to see what is it that exactly that we are releasing. Oh, this is ancestral trauma. This is what happened to me in this lifetime. This happened in a different lifetime. And that had its space, that had its time for us to get to know ourselves deeper. And that information has led us into this new space. The space in our center that's in all of us. Inclusive. Right here, immediately available. Your whole life can shift in a breath. Yes, it is available to all of us. Now the question is whether you believe it, whether you have, sense, feel, perceive, experience the resonance of faith so that you believe that it is possible for you. And that's on a bandwidth. You know, I remember when I didn't used to believe. I thought I did. Oh yes, of course I believe it. But you know, what is it gonna look like? What is maybe I have to do this. Oh yeah, I should do this over here, but this is not aligned, so it can't come until that happens. And anytime you don't believe, anytime you think that first you have to do this to make space, to prove yourself to whom? To that judging aspect of yourself, where you can say, okay, now you're good. Because to the one source, your original parent, the one who brought you into existence, the one who thought up your blueprint, already knows. There's no need for you to prove you're it. You are already in the I am. And when you relax into the I am and accept I am, and when you go deeper and position yourself, stay in your point of creation, in the 0 point, where you come into space and time, and you walk in that, my friends, and you are walking in the brilliance of truth. And it is a narrow and straight line. It is in constant communication with you. And you will know when you misstep, and you will come back. Immediate forgiveness is given. We already have that famous person who have saved humanity from that. Again, no religious ideas behind what I'm saying. And if you are still listening and have been brought up in religions, I invite you to hear this. Perhaps through different channels. Hear this from an open space in your heart. Hear this with the openness of what if? What else? How can I hear more clearly? How can I see more clearly? How can I believe more deeply? How can I touch the hand? How can that hand touch me? How can I receive? How can I perceive even more precisely? For my friends, when your heart is open, when you are asking, you shall receive. It is true. It is true. And I understand that many of you may feel, well, I have been asking and still nothing has happened. And there was a time in my life when I was there also. And now looking back, I can see that there were layers of unbeliefs still covering the belief. There were still conditionings of, oh, but what if, in this 3D world, I need to eat, I need to have shelter. So what is it that's going to give me that? And that is one of the ways, one of the strong ways that unbelief hides us or hides the truth from us. That is one of the carnal missteps that we have, that has come into our life as a detour. And we've been on that path of detour for some thousands of years. And the word has come loud enough to enough of us who have come back to where we detoured off and who have touched the clarity, touched the substance of faith, touched the waters that never run out, and get nourished with the resonance, with the words, with the touch with the sounds of truth. And those of us right here, then we are calling you. If you feel lost, if you feel that something isn't quite your truth, then just follow. Follow that message within you. Follow the sound. Follow the resonance. My friends, I invite you to Coherence 33, intimacy, getting to know ourselves as children of the highest power, of the highest creator ever, connecting to limitless love, unwavering love, embodying that love as our truth, holding that power, speaking from that authority, creating a new world as love, as truth. Thank you, my friends.